If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why are indecisive buyers so difficult for you to deal with, and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, here is what you need to know. There's going to be a point where you meet with Mrs. Smith, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones, and they've got a lot of questions, which is fine. They're just trying to make a right decision. But there are some inherent dangers with somebody who gets in indecisive mode, and that is they may feel like they've made a wrong decision. And so here's what typically happens. You as a sales dude, you as a sales chick, you go out and you meet with this person and you're like, it's the busy season and you are chewing through my time. And they ask you question after question, need reassurance after reassurance. They need tons of hand holding, okay? And so it may be that you sit down with them for meeting one, and then you go back and forth on text messages, and you go back and forth on emails, and you go back and forth on phone calls, and then you go back and forth for hours, okay? So like in your mind, you're like, I could be meeting with another buyer, or I could be meeting with another client, and I'm really trying to help Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones, and Mrs. Jones. They're just not getting it. For whatever reason, there's lack of trust. For whatever reasons, there's lack of belief. For whatever reason, they don't want to engage, okay? Cool, fine. Not everybody's the same. Once they make a decision, there's a high probability that they're gonna change their decision. So all of this work, all of this effort, all of this time you spent goes like, and it's usually done in one of the rudest ways, right? You may get a phone call from a family member, a friend, a vague text message, a voicemail in the middle of the night. And it goes something like this. Hey, we decided to go other directions, click. Hey, Scott, it's XYZ person, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones, and we decided to go the other direction. Don't call me, click. And you're like, gosh, dang it. I just spent 20 hours with you trying to get this figured out. Well, there's a couple things that you need to know from here. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. Right above my head, there's going to be a URL. Go to it. Drop in your name, your email address, probably your phone number maybe, and I'll give you the goods, not the Facebook group, not YouTube channel. The danger for you is this. The danger for you is to not just forget it, right? Because you put in time, energy, effort, risk, reputation. You could have been on other deals. You could have been talking to other people. You could have been having other conversations. And most of the time, indecisive buyers are skinny buyers, meaning it's a skinny deal. And so you could have been on a fat deal where you could have made money. You could have been talking to somebody who was going to make a deal happen. And what you'll find is this type of deal is cyclical. Like they will pop up and you're gonna be like, I got 8 of these in a row. And I'm watching over here and I'm watching all the other salespeople around me close fat deals really fast. Like, right? And so like what happens is you get caught up in that instead of just going, okay, it was my time to get a group of these people in a row and not freak out while I'm looking at the other salespeople, because where attention goes, energy flows. You just got to go, all right, I got to let it go. It's not something that I'm happy about. It's not necessarily something that I want to deal with. I'm not super excited about this. All right, it was just my time. It's like getting cut off in traffic, okay? You're driving traffic, you're listening to music, and you get cut off. And you're like, man, I knew that was going to happen today. I got 3 more of those today before I get home, whatever. Like you have to really put this in your head and go, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. I am going to sit down with Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones. They're going to be super indecisive. They're going to do paperwork with me. They're going to do a DocuSign with me. They're going to do a contract with me. And then there's a 50% chance this is going to evaporate. Whatevers, as they say out here, out on Oahu in Hawaii. Wish I was there. I was supposed to be there today. I didn't take the trip. Anyway, so be aware that indecisive buyers create a lot of brain damage for you because they soak up your mental real estate. It's all the time, it's all the energy, it's all the effort that you spent with them. And then they're like, peace out, deuces. And then they don't even want to tell you why, right? They won't give you a good reason. You know what it is they bounced all the ideas off of you because you were far superior. And then they went with somebody else who costs less after they harnessed all of your information. Happens. You know what you do? You move on. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.